Okie dokie. Time to tame the fro. This is going to be an adventure for all of us. First step is always to protect my hair. As you all know, I mean, I'm kind of blonde now, but I was really blonde before, and it totally killed my hair, to be honest. My hair was like down here, now it's up here. Whatever, working our way back to healthier hair. So I always start my hair process, any hair process, with heat protectant. This is Chi Total Protectant. Here's the bottle. Focus. There we go. Yeah, it's like a lotion, so I just rub that throughout my whole head before I even put my weave. And then when I do my weave, we'll put more in then. But I just kind of make sure it's even throughout. Really get the ends. And then I brush it through too, so it kind of spreads out. Pretty much anytime I'm gonna curl my hair, I straighten it. Not the whole thing, but just the top, because this like messy oomph, I don't know what to call it. Call it oomph. This little messy oomph. It needs to be calmed down. So I always straighten before I get going. This is a Remington 1 straightener. Not anything too crazy. Gets the job done. If you see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking in the mirror to make sure I don't miss anything. And I always make sure I get like the back too, obviously, because this part is crazy. I pretty much just straighten enough, I guess, down to like my chin. So this top part here, because this I keep pretty flat, I usually curl from the ears down, just so it's maintained. Now for the fun part, we're gonna put in my weave. For putting in my weave, hair extensions, whatever you want to call them, I always use little styling clips, mostly because that way none of the hair is getting caught and kind of keep everything separated. So I'm gonna clip pretty much almost my whole head and just leave a really thin layer of hair, I'll show you, at the end, and that's where we're going to clip in the first set. Okay, so this is what the back of your head will look like. Nothing fancy. And then honestly, I'm kind of bald-headed. Not really, but I bought a full set of weave. I have the Luxy hair extensions for the normal hair type, and I only use probably like a third of what comes in the box. So let's see what piece I need. So this was the color of my weave before when I was blonde. Honestly, it didn't match perfectly, so I needed to have it dyed anyways. And then this is the color of my weave now, so dark roots, and then it goes blonder because I got my hair done. Yeah, so we're just gonna clip this in. First step is always brush it. This brush, it's full of hair right now because weave. But this is a brush with loopholes specifically made for hair extensions, and then you're gonna want always brush your hair extensions before you put them in your hair. Try to focus on the bottom and then go up to the top, just so that you don't ruin your hair extensions. And then I just you can see, you just pop them open. It's not super focused, but yeah. So I pop them all open, and then I'm going to flip around so you can see this. And then obviously make sure your hair is brushed. Then I just flip them, and I clip center either side. And there's that. As I mentioned before, always put heat protectant on my weave. So I'm just gonna take more of that chi that we had earlier and rub it through, and then brush it through. And now we're gonna curl. This is a Bedhead 1-inch curling iron. I like using this one, so I have a couple different ones. I really like using this one because the 1-inch curls tend to be tighter, so that way on the second day my hair is more of a beachy waves, and on the first day it's a tighter curl but still beachy waves the way I curl it. But that way I can keep the curls longer and how do I word this so it gross? Not wash it as much, which sounds bad, but you're not supposed to wash your hair every day. That way I can kind of extend my style. That's the way to put it. Extend your style. Oh, first, before I get ahead of myself, I always spray my hair with hairspray first. So this is Chi Magnified Volume. This is like the biggest bottle of hairspray I've ever owned. And I spray this all over and then brush that through. And then the first piece I curl going away from my face, and I leave a little bit out at the ends. I don't really know how long I even hold it for. It's weird. Like, I can just feel when it's done. I would say maybe like 15 to 20 seconds. So take it out. Grab the next piece. And I really try to make sure that I'm grabbing my real hair and my hair extension just so it blends well. And then this one I'm going to curl towards my face. And then I'm going to do the other side. Same exact way, pretty much just alternating. Whenever I finish a section, I always spray it, again, just to maintain this style even longer. And now I'm just going to take down another super thin section. I'll turn around so you can see it this time to put the next layer. First layer was a 3 clip, next one's going to be a 4 clip. I'm going to brush it out. These are pretty unnappy right now. Clip the center pieces. And then blend it. Again, gonna hairspray. Normally I do heat protect it before hairspray, but either way, as long as it gets in there. And then obviously just focus it on the new pieces. Long brush. Brush all that goodness in. and then curl it. My camera just literally shut off mid video. Content creator life. Anyways, I'm gonna continue to curl this layer. Now to layer number 3. I do generally about 4 layers. So with this one, I'm just gonna pin up a little bit, maybe a little less, and then I make sure I twist it so it doesn't get caught up with the other hair. Same thing with this side. This is just a 1 clip piece, and I just like to put these on the side to add a little extra volume. Put it like an inch or 2 away from my face. But this clip is falling out. And this hair layer is going to be mostly my own hair with just like the long piece of extension. It looks weird now, but I promise it comes together. If I put too many hair extensions up here, it starts to show. And then, guess what we're gonna do? Curl it the same exact way again. Okay, for the final layer, we're going to take down our clips, and then I tease at this point. I'll tease a little bit now, and then if I need to touch up after. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab my teasing brush really fast. For teasing, I use 2 brushes, so I use this smaller bristle brush for the main part of it, and then to brush. So I'll tease the whole thing up, which you'll see, and then I'll brush it through with this bamboo wide toothbrush.
Day when the night fall to the sun come. You done fell in love with a bad guy. Don't compromise my passion. You know what you do for me, I'm doing the same for you. I don't be tripping or making mistakes. I made too many in my class.
After you tease, you'll probably look like a troll doll. I don't like my hair this big. I don't want it to look nappy. Obviously, I don't think anybody does. So then I just brush over it, which I'm gonna look this way really fast because I have a big mirror on this side. But just so it's flat but still voluminous. So like this part and this part already fell flat just because of the way my hair is, so I'm going to touch those up really fast.
I fight for the things you believe in. I got your body and put it in drive, baby. I got the keys and we about to take us a vacation. I'm about to put all this bitch.
Okay, so it's good enough for right now. Just gives it a little extra I might touch it up after once I see how the curls go in. So now we're on to the last section, finally. Hairspray, and since I did heat protection on just my normal hair, which is what this layer pretty much is. I'm just going to go ahead and curl it. Same thing, except normally I'll do 3 pieces away from my face with this section just because it is showing the most and I really want that look. After I have all of the pieces curled, I spray them one last time, and then I'll let it sit for a couple of minutes. I'm going to let it do that. Okay, now that it has sat for a couple of minutes, I'm going to brush it out with my fingers. Very gently. So it's pretty voluminous, and then I always twirl it like this to kind of get it all together. And then I'm just going to fix this because it's still falling a little bit. Super nappy from the teasing. But I'm just going to add a little more teasing just to get the volume that I want. And then actually I'm going to recurl this piece because when you tease it again sometimes the curl falls out. Which for this one, it doesn't matter too much how crazy curled it is because it is more of a beach wave look, but definitely want it to be consistent. Effortless, even though you put a decent amount of effort into it. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah.